The first segment is news.
I memorized it.
It helps them
That's
visualize.
I know.
That's a bullshit lie. Welcome to the Horror Junkies podcast, the podcast where we discuss all things horror. I'm your host, Mike.
Pat.
I'm Angel.
And today we got a special guest with us. We got our good buddy, George. Here.
Yes, hello, it's me. Hello.
Yes, he sounds like Barry.
Oh, God.
Remember Barry?
That was so funny.
That was hilarious. But George, welcome to the podcast, man. How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm pretty stoked to be here. It's going to be a great time. I don't really talk like this, but whatever.
Tell
George,
them about your YouTube channel.
George's YouTube channel from fucking 9th grade.
Yeah, dude, it was a really great time. I made really bad
still up?
videos.
It is. He has a video about him getting a green screen. He was really happy about it.
I actually got drunk the other day and watched it all again, and I was... Oof. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Right. Well, how's everyone's week been going? It's
fantastic.
Fantastic?
Yeah, nothing to talk about, really.
No one died?
No.
God damn it.
Well, Adam West.
I mean, like in your personal life.
Adam West.
He's not personal to you.
I know him. I knew him.
Cool.
No, I didn't.
What about you, Angel? Anything happen?
Nobody died.
No? Angel called out of work from cutting cake to come here today.
Adam had to leave early.
Someone did die.
Who?
Adam West.
Yeah, but
that's
not
deal.
Important.
To me, it is.
He was 88. It was coming.
Stan Lee's like 93.
Yeah, his time was coming.
No, it's not. He's going to live forever.
I hope he dies.
Excelsior.
True. Cool. It's been a pretty boring week, too.
Thief.
Oh, shots fired. We're not even starting this fucking conversation today.
No.
Wolf.
We are a horror podcast, not a fucking comic podcast. That's for hairy but sweaty.
I mean, there's horror comics.
Shh.
Okay.
George, we don't... That's for another show, God damn it, okay?
Dark Tower.
But what are we doing today?
We are discussing infection movies.
Greasy, bloody,
Pulsy.
pussy, pulsating sacks of bloody pus.
It's so delicious.
I kind of want to have it in my pudding. Like, I think, like, if you were to mix
You're gross.
blood pus in chocolate pudding, like, it would taste good.
It's called tapioca.
Jesus
The
Christ.
chunky kind.
Oh, God.
Ew. I just threw up in my fucking mouth a little bit.
Oh, man.
And, and later on in the show, we're reviewing It Comes at Night.
Can't wait.
Ooh.
Wait, when does it come?
At night.
I think at night.
Oh,
I'm not sure when it actually comes.
At night.
Just make it
night.
And what is it?
We'll talk about that, don't worry. But before we get into anything, as usual, Patrick, I almost called you Austin. What's going on in the horror news? The news.
So, first thing I want to discuss, Babadook.
Yeah. Babadook.
Babadook has come back into media as a
Icon.
as a icon for the gay community.
Babadook.
Fucking great.
Which is just the funniest thing ever.
The memes have been fucking for real.
Hilarious.
This is the new meme.
Yep. The new
until the
meme.
next big thing comes along.
Did it single-handedly take out cracking a cold one open with the boys?
I don't think so.
No.
I think that's still going on.
There's no such thing.
That is probably one of the best memes.
There's no getting away with having a cold one with the boys.
Never. Saturdays for the boys.
Oh,
Every
God.
day's for the boys.
That Bud Light truck crash. They're not going to be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's where it belongs, in the trash.
Yeah, in the trash.
Jesus, Bud Light.
It's
So
garbage.
back on subject.
Back on subject.
So how this whole started.
Please tell us.
So on the LBGT section of Netflix,
Mm-hmm.
the Babadook was like the second one on there, and there was a photo that linked out, and that started up the whole meme.
The internet did its thing.
Internet was
The
like,
internet-
this is the greatest thing that's ever happened.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of like, again, a lot of people on Twitter just like actually defending the movie for it being like a gay rights movement movie.
Really?
Yeah,
That's all.
It's just regular, like, trolling shit.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fun stuff.
It is a movie based on like mental illness and stuff like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
So and like it's controversial. So I could see where people
Oh, yeah.
would correlate it.
The Babadook is probably one of my favorites to come out in a while.
Yeah.
Because it's just a really dark, atmospheric type of movie. And with the whole, everything that symbolizes in the movie, the depression, abuse, everything the Babadook actually stands for. Which is just really funny how, like, they took it and, used it now as, like, on the internet as a meme icon for the LGBT community. But it is funny that the Netflix fucked up and put it in that section.
Yeah. Or maybe they didn't. Who knows?
Maybe they did. Who knows?
But that does happen a lot on Netflix. You'll
Yep.
go on a category and you're like, let's watch this, and it's not what you expect it to be.
Yeah, Patrick had a personal experience with this.
Yeah, I saw like some indie movie on Netflix. It was in the comedy section, and it was actually fucking. It put me in depression. It wasn't funny at all.
Looking for a fun time? Get sad as fuck.
Yeah,
Bet you
exactly.
there's just some guy who just scatters old movies. Like
That's
he's in
his
charge.
mission in Netflix.
There's
is
the
just,
one guy who gets bored at work and he's like, hey guys, watch this.
I'm gonna fucking miss genre shit.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. But what else is going on? There's a shit ton of news today.
E3 happened.
Just happened.
Lame.
I wasn't.
It's been bad.
I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't impressed this year with E3.
Not like last year.
No, last year was the shit.
A
This
lot of-
year, there's like, some good titles. I'll give it that. But it's
Yeah.
just, it
Take
wasn't
it.
what I was looking for.
And since we're a horror podcast, I guess I'm just going to discuss the horror stuff that happened
Yes.
at E3.
Yeah.
So we got a
the things I'm excited for.
we got a trailer for The Evil Within 2.
Yes.
I didn't play the first one. I played
I
a
did
little
not
bit of the
either.
first one.
It
Scared the shit out of me.
It was so
It,
hard.
it was what I think. The Evil Within brought back to me was that original Resident Evil feeling.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's hard as fuck. Like I got the deluxe edition, so I already got like the downloadable med kit and shotgun. So I was kind of one up there. I had the upper hand in the beginning of the game. It starts off, I mean, fucking full blast, and the game doesn't let up. So I mean, I'm stoked for the second game.
Yeah. The trailer looked awesome.
Really, yeah.
Yeah. It made me want to go and play the first one, or at least finish it.
Is it a PlayStation exclusive? Or is
No, it's on all
I
platforms.
think it's multi-platform.
No, it's on multiple platforms.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can get it on your fucking Xbox One.
Hell yeah, well.
Yes.
I couldn't never figure out that meat locker part where the big guy was like looking for you and you had to hide.
You
in
mean
the
like the
lockers.
beginning?
Yeah, the very beginning.
Okay.
So it's safe to say Angel never finished the game either.
Angel didn't get
own
past
it.
chapter 1. Because
I didn't own it.
the game plays through chapters.
Yeah.
What else?
Wolfenstein 2.
Ooh, buddy. This game.
I didn't play the first one. I'm not much of a gamer.
So Wolfenstein is a resurgence of an original game from Xbox.
Right.
Back in the day, it was a paranormal Nazi game. It's the same.
Wasn't the original Wolfenstein on the PC
I want to say so.
back in the day?
I
Like
think
back
so.
when Doom had first come out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
want
pretty
to
sure.
agree that. Yeah, I want to say it was. But so they reamped Wolfenstein, and I played a little bit of the first one. I loved it. It felt just like the original game. But now the new one is taking place in America. That's under Nazi Germany control. And dude, I could not be so happy with this game and how pissed off it's making the alt-right movement.
Yes.
They're like, oh, it's racist against white people. And I just went on and be like, you can't be racist. It can't be racist against white people because white people have never been systematically oppressed, you dumb fuck.
That's like what people got to say about the new Far Cry
Yeah, I was
coming
about
out.
to say that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Everyone's already pissed like, oh, Far Cry's like in America now. Great.
We're killing white people. Of course we are.
They're Nazis.
They're not exactly.
We've been doing that in our culture since
Ever.
since the
World War II.
Well, dude,
Yeah.
I mean, you got the alt-right. That's a resurgence of the neo-Nazis. So
Everybody
they're not
just
upset
gets
with.
triggered these days.
No, that's not what it is at all.
Well,
It's the alt-right mad that we're killing white people.
Everyone wants to be mad about
They,
something.
mind you, we're killing Nazis in this game. They're mad about that.
yeah.
Fuck Nazis.
Try to
kill
win
them
that
all.
argument.
Yeah.
no, I don't.
We're not. Anyways, getting back onto the podcast.
So does that mean we get to slaughter Mike? He's the only white one here.
Pretty much. Go ahead. It's okay.
It's Mike and the Brown Stains.
Oh, God damn it. He said it.
Because he's with a bunch of Spanish people today because Austin's not here.
It's just me by
Just-
myself.
Oh, Austin died.
We don't know where Austin is. As usual, Austin's...
George knows where he is. He lives with him.
Where is he, George?
He's complaining at work about how tired he is.
True.
Lol.
Well, continue on with E3 stuff. We
there's
got
more?
more. Yeah, we got more trailers and more like look at this new game called Days Gone. Have you seen this?
Oh, yeah.
The crazy zombie
The World War
yeah,
Z styled game?
Yeah. It's fucking sick.
I'm stoked
And
for
there's
it.
there's a zombie big ass black bear.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
What?
hard.
And
Have
it
you
has
seen
like
it yet or
it
not?
has
I have
like
not
barbed
seen it.
wire around it and shit like that. He looks like
It
this.
came out... Yeah. It came out last year for E3 as a... like a announcement because
Yeah.
I remember seeing the gameplay for it. And it's just think of World War Z and like that new open world type of game that they've been creating. That every game now
which
is
is
open
fantastic.
world, so you got fucking hordes of zombies just coming. You're just fucking like
Yeah.
mowing them down. They're like World War Z, how they
It
horde
looks-
on top of each other.
Yeah, it
I'll
looks
play
it looks
as long
fun.
as it's anything better than Dead Island.
Oh, we got a trailer for that too.
No, it's a real.
It's kind of like just like a teaser. It doesn't show you really much of the game. It's just like you remember. Okay, so it literally reminds me of the music video for Bring Me the Horizon's "Follow Me."
Yeah, because the guy's jogging.
Or follow you, whatever.
He's got the headphones in.
Yeah, and he's like walking around. There's chaos about him. Then he's turned into a zombie.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, that was a cool trailer, but I mean, I didn't like the first game at all.
Yeah,
Me
garbage. I fell off and it got repetitive really fast.
Oh yeah. More before E3, we got a trailer for. This is a game I actually did enjoy and love very much. The Last of Us 2.
I love that game.
And we got a trailer for the second game.
I can't play it.
He can't play it. PS4
Why?
exclusive.
But we got Halo.
Okay, get out of here.
We got the. Okay, I'm gonna get a PS4.
Please do.
I'm going to.
Good.
Definitely doing that.
I have one. Tim has one, so we can all play together.
Hell yeah.
But not George.
I think this is the first time that I've actually been like, oh, wow, dang, I don't have a PlayStation.
I mean, to save it for like another time of discussion outside of the show, PS4 typically has better graphics when it comes to gaming.
Better,
but,
it's a higher
well,
processor.
there goes
higher
processor.
Honestly,
but
graphics aren't nothing. If the story isn't engaging, I can.
Dude, I
have you played the
I
last?
agree.
Oh, you haven't.
But you missed the game.
Huh?
Did we get any information on Death Standing or no? The fucking what's his name guy from Silent Hill creator.
Oh, you talking about
It's got Norman Reedus in it, guys.
Yeah, the P2, whatever.
It's not P2. No.
It's not P2 anymore.
No, it's not P2. It's called Death Standing.
Yeah.
He left the company. I can't remember the company that makes Silent Hill for the life of me right now. But it has
Capcom, isn't it?
No. It has Norman Reedus in it. Has Guillermo del Toro in it.
Yeah.
All right. You guys need to watch a fucking trailer.
That's
a trailer. It was
with,
announced. It was last year E3.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
It looks intense. We really don't know anything about the game because they haven't really. And what's his name that plays Hannibal Lecter on the show Hannibal's in it as well. He was in Rogue One. I can't remember his name. He has the hardest name. But it doesn't matter. If you've seen Hannibal, like the TV show,
yeah,
the character who plays Hannibal is in the game as well. There's a lot of like real actors in this video game.
I mean, that's a new thing that's going on, and that's in video games.
But hey, this game's gonna be gold. But moving forward,
yeah, definitely. Have you seen the Todd McFarlane's Stranger Things toys?
Nope.
They look sick.
Do they?
It's always with McFarlane. Always with McFarlane.
The best toys.
Yeah, but they're coming out soon. Ash vs. Evil Dead 2 gets a DVD Blu-ray release.
Woo!
I want to buy it.
For those who don't have stars, because we do.
I mean, yeah.
Because we do, and we saw it. But
so if you don't have the internet, go buy the DVD.
Exactly.
If you don't have the internet, you can go buy your Blu-rays and DVDs on August 22nd of this year, and get your season 2 of Ash vs. Evil Dead. Get hyped for the next seven seasons.
Oh, really?
I can't wait.
They're never
I hope
stopping.
he's doing it. I hope he does that.
Are you gonna bring up the trailer for The Purge?
There's a new Purge.
There's a new Purge trailer.
Guys, I posted on Facebook. They
I don't pay attention to your Facebook.
I don't go on Facebook.
So they released like a little teaser clip yesterday, and it was called The Purge. The movie's called The Purge, I think.
Okay.
And it was like in there. It was called Happy Death Day, and apparently, from what I'm getting from it, is this girl wished to never die again, and she relives the same day over and over again, dying in different ways,
like Groundhog.
Yeah.
Or
and Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of
Tomorrow, but throw it into horror with The Purge, and just think about that.
That's weird.
In the little teaser, they showed death number 13. So there are 12 other death scenarios in this movie, meaning they're gonna get pretty intense.
Are you sure it's a movie or is it the TV series?
It didn't say TV series. It said trailers coming out today. It hasn't dropped yet, I don't think, because I haven't seen anything about it.
Right.
But pay attention for that shit.
Well, here's some trailers that did come out. So, there is going to be a movie about the clown sightings.
I saw.
What?
And we got a trailer for it, and it looks...
I didn't see
it.
It
looks... Yeah.
What?
It's a found footage thing.
Oh, fuck.
Well, wasn't the original, like, speculation that it was, like, a low-key promo for it?
Oh,
the trailer,
yeah.
The trailer had released shortly after.
But now there's going to be a movie, like a found footage movie
picked up
about the sightings of the clowns and shit like that. Saw the trailer. Looks sick. You guys should watch it.
Nope.
All right.
Definitely do it.
George
doesn't watch trailers, and I respect that. I really do.
Are you afraid of clowns?
Yes.
And he's afraid.
I can't wait to see it.
I forgot that completely.
Yeah,
he's afraid.
I don't watch trailers, but I'm afraid of clowns.
Can we get George on the itch?
Oh, he's going to see it with us.
Oh, God.
So we got Angel here that we have to tie down and make him watch Cannibal Holocaust.
We're gonna tie
do
down
the same
George.
With George.
We're gonna tie down my wife too because she don't fuck with clowns.
Cannibal Holocaust is one of like my all-time.
Well, don't get
movies,
too kinky now.
Yeah, all right. I won't. But
pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, okay.
I actually had the DVD. I think an ex-girlfriend has it. I'm kind of.
Yeah.
More news.
I hate her.
God damn that and damn this.
There's a lot of news. There's a lot to
now?
cover. Not really much news. There's a fun little thing. The fucking goat. And it comes at night.
Oh, yeah, the goat.
It's the same goat in The Witch, which is a cool comparison because those two movies, I feel like, are kind of similar.
They are.
We'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about that later. Yeah, definitely.
Another trailer. It's called Angel. It's about a woman slasher.
I'm stoked because we really don't get that.
No. So we're getting a whole new slasher movie with a female. And it's named by Angel.
Angel.
Yes.
Angel.
Angel.
Oh.
And which is cool because the last slasher woman movie, I mean, spoiler alert if you haven't watched the TV series of Scream.
Yeah.
That's true.
She was a slasher. Bloody American Mary.
Yeah.
She was technically a slasher.
Technically.
So good.
So, I mean,
Emma Roberts in Scream 4.
That's
true.
Yeah.
True.
So, I mean, like I was saying, that's a good damn Angel.
And American Mary.
That's what I was just saying, American Mary. We don't really get a lot of female slashers, so I'm stoked for this.
And American Mary wasn't even like a
she wasn't
big
really
release either. It was I stumbled upon it.
I watched that shit at Netflix one night.
It's a very underrated movie.
It's fantastic.
We got some footage, set photos of the new Rampage movie. If you guys ever played the video game.
The video game?
Yeah, they're making a movie.
Wait.
That's fantastic.
And Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's in it.
Of course he is.
The picture is just him next to a bunch of chaos shit around, behind him. Looks sick. But that's what he does now. The Rock, he works out and he plays in movies.
What if he
ridiculous ass movies?
What if Dwayne gets mutated and it just becomes a giant rock?
There's skeptical for the Dark Universe. They want him as a Wolfman.
What?
Nope.
I don't see it.
No, I don't see him as Wolfman. I see him being more like Frankenstein.
They already got someone cast, which is weird because they already got Frankenstein cast, but not the bride. But not the bride.
They're hinting on Angelina Jolie.
I don't want that.
I think she could pull it off.
I don't want that.
With the right costume makeup, anyone can be.
I think she could pull the character off. I don't see the facial structure.
Well, that's where your cosmetic makeup team's going to come into play.
Yeah.
I mean, they better give us that tall hair with the white stripe. No stupid shit.
They'll modernize it.
Stop, George. A man can wish.
The Conjuring spin-off of The Crookman is confirmed. Thank you. This is what we wanted.
Yep.
And it's going to be starring Austin.
Austin is the lead role in this movie.
Tall as fuck.
Anytime you watch a movie with a tall, slender man, no pun intended, it's just Austin in disguise.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Well, thanks, because I just moved in with him.
Yeah, but you better be careful for that motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, rest in peace, guys.
Well,
he's going to come after you.
And here's the last bit of news. Set photos of the Blood Drive TV series on Sci-Fi.
Yo, I need to fucking watch this.
Dude,
there's some hype on this show.
Dude, the set photos look awesome. It's an anthology show about apocalyptic shit.
It's like a Grindhouse theme show too.
Literally Grindhouse all over.
Apparently it's so much carnage.
I think
You've never seen it yet?
I have not seen it.
The first, I think, one that they're teasing the most in the trailers and stuff like that is the story of the car that runs on blood.
Yeah, well, yeah,
which is sick.
Yeah, no,
that's gnarly.
you really guys check it out. It's sci-fi.
Yeah,
it's fucking Sci-Fi Channel, and it's apparently it's so fucking gory for it's the most goriest television show to come out on Sci-Fi.
Walking Dead, man.
Yeah,
died out.
Still there? Lol.
Yeah, honestly, Walking Dead. I kind of fell off this season.
Oh, and man. I wish they would take it out of Universal. No.
Well,
this year, hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. They keep fucking... they keep using Walking Dead as a gimmick at Halloween Horror Nights, and it's just really fucking annoying now.
They're tied into a contract.
Yeah, are they doing it again this year?
I don't know. There's no real news on Halloween Horror Nights this week, so we're not going to talk about it. But one thing we did skip that, we really need to do to introduce our fucking listeners to George is kind of get an idea of who this fucker is.
Also,
why he's on our show.
Hello.
What?
Well, so far he's afraid of clowns.
Oh, yeah, we skipped a shit ton. First and fucking foremost, this episode and this podcast is brought to you by the Phantom Podcast Network. So, do a big favor and go over there, downrightcreepy.com/Phantom. Check out the other shows on the podcast network. But no, that's done. Because that fucking evaded me so fast. Thank you for the save, Patrick. Yeah. George.
Don't want to get sued
George.
Yes, hello, that is me.
So, we got some questions for you.
Yeah, we do.
So what got you into horror, man?
What got me into horror? Dang, this is going way back.
Oh, yeah.
For all of us, it does.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think, my earliest memory was back when I was, probably, 6 or 7. My uncle had lived with us, and I got to stay up late that night watching The Simpsons with him when my mom went to bed. And we were scrolling through the channels, and for the life of me, I don't remember what alien movie it was. But it was actually Alien, and we sat there and watched it, and I loved it. So
it's a terrifying movie to watch as a kid.
Yeah, I was totally into it, though. So
I didn't see that movie until I was a teenager.
Yeah, so I watched a little bit of Alien that night, and ever since then, I was like, my mom was into it, my uncle was into it, so they were like, okay, well, you're not going to cry through this, and so let's start watching horror movies. So.
And that spawned the whole thing of you?
Yeah, and it originated, and now I just
this guy fucking watched Freddy Krueger on Telemundo.
Yes.
So what is it? Who is it?
En español.
Español.
Yes. I was being fed. I was 2 years old, and I was on the counter, and I was being fed by some random lady I didn't know.
It's a weird time in Angel's life.
Yeah, my dad just left me there. And then he's like, wow, I would have known that, man.
All right, that's cool, though. It always seems like everyone's got a cool background story on how they got into horror and, how it's affected them in the life to come, in a sense. But, what type of horror movies do you swing to? Do you swing towards, more monster movies, more gore, body horror, paranormal, slasher? There's so many fucking horror movies.
Snuff. Oh, man.
Snuff.
I do love the paranormal, because it's always, one thing I always had nightmares as a kid. It's even though I'm scared of it, I'm like, heck yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But, honestly, I like the more, methodical kind of, horror, where it's just hey... Kind of I guess, Babadook in a way. It's there's this movie, and, the whole time you're thinking there's this whole monster, but there's this whole,
layer of...
second meaning behind it. Yeah. This whole layer under it, reading in between
that's good
the lines.
Story.
So I'm
yeah, and that's what it is. It's good story. It's a good fucking written script. Give it, Babadook has its problems, I guess you could say.
As every movie does.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, if you could say that. But, there's so much, that just...
There's layers.
You peel the layers back, and there's just so much more to that movie.
That's one of those things, they make you think all this stuff right here. You're like, I got this movie figured out. And all of a sudden, you're like, I knew nothing the whole time.
Yeah. My eyes and brain
deceived me.
They have deceived me. Patrick, how's that ice?
It's very unapologetic.
What?
Movie.
Oh, yeah. No, That movie does not hold your hand.
No.
It slaps it away and pushes you in the dirt.
But that's the thing. That's where I'm where horror movies are going to.
Which I love.
Which is fantastic.
So, here's the other question. George,
shit.
What's your favorite movie?
What's your favorite scary movie?
New segment.
Oh, jeez. I don't know. I feel like I switch it up every time.
That's fine.
Always, I do.
Yeah, I do too.
But and I'm really bad with picking favorites because there's just so much that I like.
Top three. Damn, Angel, me and you just linked up real quick. That was weird.
He's mine.
Well, definitely Alien will probably be always my favorite.
Good one. I think that's on most of our lists.
Which, honestly, Signs. I love that.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good movie. I'm not going to lie.
I don't know why. That was one of the movies that I will watch over and over and over again. And every time I'm like, heck yeah.
So you like the extraterrestrial films, right?
Yeah, here and there. But Signs is really the only prominent one.
That's fucked Issa and Laura up since they were kids.
I don't care how many times I've seen that movie, but when they're at the party, that little kid's party, and it pops out of the bush, dude, I don't care. I know it's coming, but I'm still like, whoa.
Oh, shit.
Terrifying.
And one more. You got one more?
Dang, honestly, it's probably between The Hills Have Eyes or...
Original or remake?
The remake.
Okay.
Just because I've seen a little bit more than the original.
All right.
And
that's fair.
Yeah, it's definitely between that and the original Halloween movie.
Nice.
I've always been a really big fan.
My nipples.
So I think those two are probably tied for top 3.
Oh, yeah.
All right. That's sick,
It's a good list, yeah.
It is. I can never remember mine when we first did that shit. You know what, guys? You know what episode this is,
Good thing we do a podcast. We could just watch the first episode and find out what your favorite movie is.
It was Hellraiser.
Hellraiser was yours.
Yeah. It is. That's right.
Well, 13 Ghosts might be on that list, too.
Oh,
hey, there you go. He's ringing right in my ear.
Shit. All right, well, let's get into some weird shit.
Hell yeah.
We already got weird. I've been saying my nipples under my breath.
And blood and pus.
And blood and pus.
Tapioca.
I'm so sorry for the people's ears. Someone out there who listens to us probably loves tapioca pudding. It's like, I can never touch this shit ever again.
They're probably eating tapioca going...
Sorry, not sorry.
What time is it? It's time for horror history, y'all. You guys ready for this? That was so cool. That got weird fast. All right, guys. So
that was improv as fuck.
Yeah.
What are you, a pianist now or something?
He is, dude. He just figured out that he has GarageBand on his iPhone 7, and he hasn't stopped since he came over.
Okay, I do that all the time. I'm not gonna lie.
I have an iPad.
It's fun.
I have my DJ name is DJ Go Fuck Yourself. My tracks are fire, and they're on my wife's iPad. So I'll show you guys later on.
I'm a hype man. My name is Trap Pat.
God damn it! All right, back to the horror history.
I wanna go home.
Call me Angle Soda.
God damn it! All right, back to the fucking horror history, guys. So, I kind of wanted to plan this horror history with kind of how It Comes at Night felt to me. All right, now it's been out for a week, and I'm not going to spoil too much. But in the first couple scenes of the movie, what are you doing right now? You doing it again? Background noise? All right, I like this. So in the movie, there's this painting, right? And they focus a shit ton of time on every inch and detail of this painting, all right? And I made a note to you guys at the end of the movie. I was like, guys, I have recognized this fucking painting.
That was one of the first things you said when we got out.
And I couldn't remember it, and I did some research, and I found it. And it's called The Triumph of Death, and it's by Peter the Elder, like the 1500s. Can't remember exactly like the end dates. But let's get into it now. Let's get into what that painting kind of represents and what I think the movie kind of represents in a hidden way. So today's topic, we're discussing horror movies that explore the world of infections. 28 Days Later, The Crazies, Doomsday, all those motherfuckers. And what I want to talk about is something that happened in real life hundreds of thousands of years ago, 14th century, towards the end of the 14th century. And that's going to be in the Sicilian port, October 1347.
Wait, what day?
1347 in October.
October what?
I don't have the exact date.
I thought you said 14, and I was like, hey, that's almost my birthday.
Shit.
20 million years ago.
So what happened on this day is that 12 Genoese trading ships docked at the Sicilian port of Mesnia. And after a long journey through the Black Sea, so gathering at the docks, people hoping to find, crew members and, things to trade. They were very excited, but they were met with a horrifying surprise. They found that most of the crew on these 12 ships was dead, and the remaining crew members were very ill. Most of the sailors, like I said, were born dead, and those still alive were gravely ill. They were overcome with fever, unable to keep food down. They were delirious from pain, and strangest of all, they were all covered with this mysterious black boils that oozed blood and pus and gave their illness its name. I'm referencing the Black Death, the bubonic plague. As we both mostly know that it wiped out 20 million people in Europe. But not just there. China, it hit over Asia and other regions of the world. We still have cases of the bubonic plague today. It's just that we have modern medicine now that can save you if you are treated in time.
If you're
pretty much. Yeah. So it gets a little weird. I have the Sicilian authorities hastily ordered the fleet of, quote, death ships out of the harbor, but it was too late. The infection was spreading by fleas to the rats to the people, because back then, hygiene wasn't a big thing. If you were a little bit richer, you would be more hygienic, but the lower class people were, living in the slums, sleeping with the rats and shit like that. So this disease literally... almost 1/3 of the continent's population at the time. That's a fucking big number. The population of the Earth wasn't that much back then. But going on to why I chose this, when you look at the Triumph of Death, you're looking at this imagery of, bodies on top of each other. You have coffins, you have animals, you have destruction, death, chaos. And I feel like this painting really hits what It Comes at Night is trying to express to its viewers. And I think it was a really great addition to the movie. I think it set the stage for what we were going to be expecting.
Yes.
And and it doesn't stop from there. Weirder shit happens. when it comes to infections, I didn't just want to focus on bubonic plague, but we do have instances of somewhat real life zombie infections that happen. Bath salts, exactly, Miami. But they're not the typical like disease that you die and you come back to life. But what it is like fungi, parasitic worms that enter animals. They kill them and they use their body as a host. So there's one thing called zombie ants, and what it was is that this fungal disease epidemiologist at the Imperial College of London, his name is Matt Fisher. He came across this in a French Guyana. There it is. And he found like insects that were parasited, clumped up tied to vegetation, and these horrendous spore-bearing bodies projecting out their skulls. So I mean, it's kind of fucking cool. And you look at the pictures, and there's like these dead ants and this huge fungal type of thing coming out of their body, and it's using it to spread, to grow further, and take over, if you will. But weird shit, man. The world is not what it seems. There's a lot of scary shit out there that you really don't know.
And there's a lot that we don't even know.
Like,
the
fungus and thing that makes The Last of Us.
Yeah, I mean, that was like a really cool thing that I loved with The Last of Us. Like, it was a virus, but it wasn't. It was a more of a Mother Nature fungal virus.
Turn me up.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
No.
I mean, PlayStation is cool and all, but how about the flood in Halo? Hello.
Bro, get the fuck out of here.
That is an infection.
In space. We're talking about
in space.
In space.
In space.
Which actually, nope, you're wrong.
Night.
It came to Earth in Halo 3.
That's true. But that's all I have, really. I just kind of want to touch on what I'm going to touch on later on when we start talking about It Comes at Night, and how that painting kind of really pulled me into thinking, like, you know what? The bubonic plague.
Yeah.
And it killed a lot of people. It's still there, so be careful, motherfuckers. They'll be walking barefooted and shit, sleeping with the rats, because they still are carriers.
Don't get killed by boobies. Bubonic plague.
Boobies.
I mean, I'm pro swine flu.
Pro swine flu? I have MRSA on my leg. Methicillin Staphylococcus aureus.
That's disgusting.
Sorry, methicillin resistant Staphylococcus aureus.
Try to say that 5 times fast.
I can't.
Well, spell it.
Really?
Yeah.
METH methicillin. CILIAN RESISTANT STAPHYCOCCUS AUREUS.
Okay, so now
I think that's maybe correct. It could be wrong, but
I lost track after the second letter.
Come on, I took microbiology. I know the shit.
I forgot how you pronounce it.
Okay, methicillin? MRSA.
Okay.
MRSA.
Okay.
So
I'll just go with MRSA.
All right.
Now infection films.
Infection.
Let's talk about it. I picked 28 Days and 28 Weeks Later.
Okay.
I like that franchise.
The Rage Inflicted. Would you say it's an infection?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It is most definitely an infection.
Caused by hippies that wanted to free a fucking monkey. Fuck hippies.
They weren't hippies.
They were hippies.
Animal rights activists.
What do you call those?
Hippies. Activists. Fuck you.
I got you, Patrick. Hippies.
So politically correct. Whatever.
Fuck you. All right, but
they're
why?
fucking hip. Why?
Yeah.
It's a good one. It's a good movie. Especially the first one.
Just a full dick. First 10 minutes of the movie.
And The Walking Dead took that intro completely.
They did.
They totally...
There was a lot borrowed from that movie because it was like the first of its kind. I'm pretty
Came
sure
out early 2000s, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the first movie to bring up running zombies. Which technically, if you wanted to have that debate if they're zombies or not,
well,
I call them rage monkey fuckers.
Rage monkey fuckers. Rage inflicted is what I used to call them
because they're
just the rage virus.
Yeah, spread by blood from a monkey.
Mm-hmm.
Like AIDS.
What?
That trailer for 28 Days was probably the best zombie trailer.
Oh, yeah. When you first see the red-eyed fucker on the mirror,
there it is.
It scared the living shit out of me.
The music, because it's like they're playing like heavy metal, and it's like, but it goes so well with the images and on screen.
Oh yeah,
I don't remember
the theme song in it. It's in both movies too. It's really good too. The piano, slow, soft piano. music.
Yeah, I like that. That was really cool.
Slow piano.
And I like
music.
how the movie, after he escapes the hospital, he's in London in this busy, part of London. He's near Parliament, House, and
which is
Buckingham Palace, excuse me. And there's no one there.
Which that's probably where all their budget went to, is to clear
that's
that
exactly
out.
where all their budget went.
Definitely. Well, you're getting the whole city to be eerily quiet. Like,
the thing is too, and then it works because it looks like shit. Like the camera's like not very high quality, but it works for that type of movie because it's an indie movie.
Yeah, I was about to say, did it even have a high budget to begin with?
No.
The second
I gotta let you know.
Yeah, because I saw that movie. I was young. Man, I didn't go
to
theaters.
$5 million.
Wow, that's not a lot.
That's not a lot for a movie.
But not for a movie, no. But it shows. I mean, you don't have to go too crazy with the makeup. Because it was such a low quality of film.
Yeah.
But it just told a cool story, you know. Yeah. Because you think when you first watch it, you're like, this is the Last Man on Earth type of thing going on, like I Am Legend or something.
No, I agree.
And then the first place he goes to after he gets his soda pop, he goes to church, and there he finds what's actually fucking going on.
Yeah.
And the
mass dead people,
the pastor,
encounter,
the pastor fucking goes after him. It's like
you gotta tell the whole movie?
No, just that. I like that scene.
Okay.
I like the intro of that movie completely.
Yeah, the intro is really good. It sets the film up for the.
And it was like he didn't even say a word, did he? Either.
No.
The entire first part. I mean, he says hello.
Oh.
Hello. But
just like
I chose Cabin Fever.
Hey.
Released the same year.
Yep.
Pretty fucking cool movie. It was in the water, right? I mean, that's what the later editions explained it to be happening, like why it was in the water with Patient Zero or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I like the whole cabin. I like in the woods type of settings. It's more seclusion. I like the isolation effect to movies like that, and like the whole like you don't know what's going on, you have no way of finding out what's going on, and how do you deal with it. This is what really got me going into Cabin Fever. I didn't watch the second one.
You don't need to.
Yeah, Cabin Fever is pretty much my favorite infection movie.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Eli Roth, but that was one of my favorites.
I love him, so it's okay.
Yeah,
he's hit or miss with me, honestly.
Yeah.
It is true. He is hit or miss.
He goes for shock factor, and like that's the thing I don't like about him.
Yeah.
But with this one, with a
$1.5 million budget,
yeah,
and then making $30 million in box office, that's pretty badass.
He made that movie before he made Hostel, correct? Yeah, it had to be.
Yes,
definitely.
But what about you, Angel?
The Crazies.
Hey,
original or remake?
The remake.
Okay,
I didn't get a chance to see the original.
You never seen the original?
No.
Oh man,
it's pretty good, man.
Yeah, I have to watch it because I know it's on Shudder.
Yeah, definitely. Good remake too.
It is a good remake. It's a story by your boy, probably Romero.
Yeah.
I liked how I recognize him. He's in Girl Next Door as well. He plays the cop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he always plays like a douchebag role, but in this movie he's like the hero, obviously.
Yeah.
And, I like the ending because, spoiler alert. We're doing spoilers today.
It's from fucking what year? 2010. If you haven't seen The Crazies yet, I'm sorry.
Yes.
There's no spoiler alert for you.
No.
When the nuke is going off and they're trying to escape it, I just like how the sky looks in that movie to top it all off. Like, the whole town's dead. You're driving away. You're trying to get away.
Yeah.
Like, the shockwave's coming. Like,
can I go back to Cabin Fever? Well, I'm going to.
Hurry up.
I like the cop. The party cop.
Oh, yeah.
You like the party, man?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I wanted to say.
That's it?
Yeah.
What about you, George? What's your favorite? If you had to pick an infection movie.
I was going to pick 28 Days, but Patrick took that one. But I was actually thinking about it while you guys were like talking, and I was like, all right, well, I don't want to do the same thing again. And like honestly, I don't know if you would consider it a horror movie because I don't think that's what it was like aimed for, but Contagion.
Oh no, dude! Without a doubt. I mean, it's not a horror movie, but it's
like I said, it's not necessarily classified a horror movie. But I'm going to tell you right
now,
if
it's in the genre. If it's in the genre,
that movie,
thriller.
Like, I was scared of like coming close to people after that movie.
Oh fuck yeah, that movie did its
really
job.
Think about it, like wash your hands. Your mom tells you to wash your hands and brush your teeth, and like hygiene is a really big thing. But then like you have an outbreak like that where it's like literally just.
It's being spread through fucking hand and air.
Yes, and it's insane. And like, oh god, that movie
that was a really good movie, dude. I enjoy that shit.
Yeah, it's in genre definitely. Same thing with like if you consider, The Fly is a horror movie, but it's more science fiction if anything too.
Yeah, true.
But it is
definitely
a body
that borderline,
horror.
but it's I guess mentally and personally it's like horrific.
Yeah, I mean, to live in a time where like. We've lived through some pretty intense epidemics. Swine flu, bird flu, pretty high alert.
What is the new one we have in Florida now? the mosquito one. What is it?
Zika
virus.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have a
Florida
huge problem with that. I mean, it is a problem because we do have a lot of mosquitoes, but yeah, Zika, that's another one. So I mean, like, it's cool because they made a movie about things that are relatable. Whereas Cabin Fever, 28 Days Later, is shit that it's kind of far fetched. But when it comes to real life, fucking shit,
Contagion was like, it's like real day to day stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, oh wow.
I mean, Ebola came back and fucking destroyed shit.
Yep.
But moving on, because I want to get on to what we want to talk about. I'm over here itching.
Man, I was going to bring up another movie.
No, don't bring up another movie.
Planet Terror.
Yes, okay. Planet Terror is great.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the Doctor is funny.
Any movie that shows me that Bruce Willis's balls is melting off, you done your job.
You done your job. And the fucking shotgun
I'm glad
leg,
that was the highlight.
The assault rifle leg.
Oh, to the nuts.
I think
girl power all the way.
My highlight is when he's popping the fucking thing and all the pus and blood goes splitting.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah, very.
It's like he diarrheaed out of his fucking face.
Yeah, and then of course we didn't mention a lot of them. Any fucking zombie movie technically.
See, that was a problem I was talking about. Thinking I was like, I don't want to bring up
Quarantine
zombies because I want to save zombies for another time.
Yeah,
they are infection movies.
Yeah, but
it's a different type.
That could be its own genre.
What I mean, would you consider I Am Legend? Would you consider them zombies?
Yeah, they're cancer patients. It's infection.
But are they zombies though?
No, I mean there's vampires.
I don't fucking know. They're CGI mess is what it is.
It's vampires.
That's true. They don't like light.
They don't like light.
They don't.
Speaking of things
not liking
that bump in the night.
That go bump in the night. I was gonna say not like the light, but all right. So as everyone I would hope went and saw.
So we're skipping verses, huh?
Yeah. Wesker wins hands down. Austin, he failed us this week. Wesker wins. Like
George, hands down. Yeah.
Austin was like alpha male from I Am Legend. George goes Wesker. Immediately, I was like Wesker wins.
Yeah.
Like he's fucking ridiculous.
All right, that's done with
what
that.
other like super powered infected do we really have?
Exactly.
Exactly.
And Wesker can morph.
Exactly.
See, I thought about doing Wesker Nemesis, but I was like,
you could have put Nemesis against something.
It wasn't my job. Yeah. Wasn't my job.
No.
But don't the movies doesn't Wesker turn into Nemesis? Or a form of in the movies? I don't remember.
I can't remember.
Because they're separate in the video games.
Yeah.
Well, they also have all the fucking animated movies, too.
Oh, God, that's right.
But let's get back on
to
fuck
it. Versus.
Let's get back on for this week. Fuck versus.
And fuck Austin.
But next week, we'll be back into vengeance. But we all went and saw It Comes at Night. And before we dive into it and get spoilers, we'll talk about it a little bit without spoilers, but I know all of us are antsy here to talk about spoilers.
Let's go into the non-spoilers real quick and then get into spoilers.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, It Comes at Night was released, June 9th, directed by Trey Edward Shults. It's his second fucking movie, and with a big theatrical release.
His first one wasn't even released in theater, was it?
No, I don't think so. I mean, if it was very limited.
Yeah.
And distributed by A24, who's always pumping out really good movies. I mean, they pumped out Moonlight, The Lobster.
Heavy.
I mean, they are just putting out some
right now.
good shit.
Even the trailers that we saw, leading up to the movie, I was like, "Whoa, I need to see these
immediately."
Can you do a favor for me?
What?
Can you check the box office for that movie and The Mummy? See how far?
Right. They opened
because they both came out the same day. Which is unfortunate.
All right, well, I do that. Then you guys kind of discuss.
Did anyone see my tweet? I said, if you go see The Mummy instead of It Comes at Night, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And we knew people that did that.
I bet you Brendan Fraser. Brendan's probably happy with the reviews. Got his cup of coffee afterward.
Patrick got called out on it.
On
Twitter.
You went and saw it?
Yeah.
You fucker.
Wait, what?
I don't know, dude. Anyways, why look at this? You guys.
No, I haven't seen The Mummy yet.
That somebody saw The Mummy instead of It Comes at Night.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
You're good.
Way to go.
Stop being nice. So fucking annoying.
That's my job here.
All right,
discussion. So, what is everyone's? Give it a rating first, and then we'll talk about it. What do you give it, Angel? What's your Horror Junkies rate?
8.5.
Copier.
Well, okay. Then you want me to round it down to 8.2?
I don't care what you do.
That's not even how you round.
It should be more accurate if it was
I'm just doing my bit where I call you out on something. I haven't done it yet today.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Then 8.2.
Okay.
George?
Cool.
It's definitely in the 8 range. Like, right. I liked it for the most part, but we're still.
Honestly, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. I loved it. Patrick gave me a little eye. I don't care. I just liked how it was filmed. Beautifully filmed. The cinematography was amazing.
The technology, like the technical parts of this movie, is really
cinematography is phenomenal.
The soundtrack, the story, the character development, everything is there. Yeah. I mean, it's a fucking good movie. Like this director knows what the fuck he's doing, and anyone shitting on it for certain other reasons, I mean, it's just like.
Not real fans what do you
exactly? What do you want?
They're casual watchers.
They want Transformers. The Last Night. That's what they want.
And I can honestly see where people could hate this movie, and I'm like, that's fine. I kind of see where they're coming from.
But what's the main argument if people hate the movie?
It wasn't something they were expecting. They don't.
But that's marketing.
The main going audience that goes sees these movies. They don't want to think. They're escapism.
Like the 13-year-olds you guys were stuck with.
Yeah, exactly. God, fuck those kids.
Can we talk about that for a minute? I want to fucking rant for a fucking minute.
Okay, we had fucking kids come sit next to us, Patrick and I, in the theater, premiere night, and just the most noisy fuckers.
And they snuck in.
They
didn't sneak in. Their mom bought the group the tickets.
Their mom bought them a ticket.
But what were those two kids sitting next to them then?
Exactly. No, there was kids sitting on the floor and shit.
Yeah.
It was annoying. But mind you, kids like that ruin the movie experience.
And the thing is like, okay, I used to sneak into horror movies.
Patrick, we used to do it all the time in high school.
Yeah.
We literally...
Because we couldn't go see them, or we just didn't want to fucking pay.
But you'd be quiet.
But we kept it very low-key because we didn't want to get kicked out because we wanted to watch that movie. Exactly. We weren't there to hang out.
Yeah.
And the same thing happened to me and Angel when we went to go see Rings. Like, these kids...
Well, that's what you get for seeing Rings.
Yeah. But...
They were sitting
it was okay.
Shut up, George.
Ah.
All right, let's hold on. Let's get back on topic.
Yeah.
Back on topic. Fuck those kids.
Fuck those kids.
Let's get back to the main point. But
I could see the argument where people don't like this movie, and they'll have a strong argument. But
if you're mad because you didn't get what you thought it was, you're just stupid.
Yes.
Sorry.
I could see both ends. I see both ends because
you're stupid.
No, because
there it is.
Fuck you.
Because
because the movie was extremely frustrating for that reason because it was marketed to be a creature film, yes. But it wasn't that.
No one ever came out. No PR team ever came out and said, "No, this is a creature film." So, but those people. But here it is. Hold on. Let me say. Those people perceived the trailer as something different and are upset because their perception wasn't correct.
This is why I don't watch trailers.
Which is dumb.
And again, this is why I'm on the board with George. Like, I'm not gonna watch trailers anymore because there's expectancy when you go into this movie. I was really hyped when I went to go see this movie. I still like it.
No, yeah.
I get I didn't even do mine.
You said 8.5 on Twitter.
8.5, yeah. Which high rating for me.
Yeah. Oh no, agree.
Yeah, you're so critical.
I know.
Copycat.
But I like movies that challenge me to that ascent, like that.
Okay.
To that point.
Well, let's get into the spoiler because non-spoil.
Yeah.
Spoiler. It's a beautiful movie. Go see it. Give this guy your money. People it's a good movie. You're gonna enjoy this fucking thing. It doesn't hold your hand. It's that new type of smart horror where you have to think about what you're watching. It's like The Witch. It's like The Void. It's a new genre of experimental horror movies that are coming out, and you better just suck it up and learn how to watch a movie. You're not going to get The Last Night where it's action for an hour and a half with 20 minutes of fucking story time.
Go into it with an open mind.
Exactly.
It's actually fantastic, too, that they're directors are not afraid to strive away from the traditional horror movie that we've been getting for the last 30 years.
Let's get away from the schema.
The things that we've seen before. And exactly. This movie could have easily been a movie that we've seen before.
And it wasn't.
And
And right now, if you've not seen this movie,
hit
fucking pause, go watch it, and then hit play. But for now, it's spoiled, and we're not holding back.
No.
Nobody dies. There's no blood, not even once. Spoiler alert.
That's not true.
A baby dies.
I was joking.
They oh, okay. I was going to say, God damn, George. I'm like, did you fall asleep?
People get wrecked.
Yeah, fucking Paul straight up shot a child.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're talking about. It's what actually is it? We all had this conversation in the car.
Fear.
It's fear itself. The directors came out and said, the interviewer was like, I feel like it's fear itself. And he's like, you know what? That's actually, you're not too far off from my point of view. Mm-hmm. It is fear. It's the fear of trust.
Yep.
You have that. This
fear
movie,
of letting people in.
And I was talking to Patrick about this earlier. This movie is a movie about people.
Family.
A family. An outsiders coming into their network. It's not about it. You know what I mean? It's not about the infection. That's happening.
Well, the thing is, at the same time, like you said, it's like it's not only just letting people in, but at the same time, it's also if I remember correctly, in the movie they mentioned that nobody exactly knew what was going on,
which was
it had happened suddenly. They went to the house, so it's like not only do you not know what's going on out there, but now you have these people who are trying to come into your family, and you're like, all right, no.
And the thing is like the scene where they find those two guys that were shooting at him, and Paul was his name.
Yeah. Paul and Will.
Paul kills them both, and Will's like, stop. We could have got some answers of, like, what the fuck is going on. Which was fucking great.
Yeah.
That's what made the movie so great.
He was just like,
because you know what they know.
Yeah, nothing.
And
that was done on purpose. Like, the director's like, I want this to be a movie where you understand what the characters understand. Mm-hmm. And he gave us that. Like, we to this day, no one will know what this movie's about. Nope. Because they all die.
Yeah.
Every one of them. All of them are dead. At the end,
and I love it.
They were all infected. Like, Paul and his wife were both infected.
Now, discussion.
Okay.
Who brought the infection inside the house? I say it was Travis.
I want to say it was Will and his family.
Okay.
Because I was watching a video and the guy was talking about how because he touched Andrew, Travis became infected, and Travis infected his parents.
Okay.
I could see.
Or Travis was infected and he touched Andrew and infected the family.
Okay.
I kind of got like, okay, so you know how he said that he was going to stay there for a few days to see how if they were infected or not, and
the
then
family,
come back?
Yeah. The 3-day rule, whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So let's say in this universe, like the virus, depending on what kind of like how it reacts chemically with your body, if it can become dormant for a certain period of time.
No. I'm just saying.
If it was Andrew.
Okay.
That was infected, and then they just didn't know, and then the infection decided to.
But in the rules,
no,
they specify that it took like 24 hours because their grandpa.
Yeah, their grandfather, Paul's wife's father, was infected, and they've seen it firsthand, the stages, so they know it doesn't go dormant. As soon as you're infected with it, with whatever it is, it takes over your body. It starts messing with your pupils, kind of like expanding them, like deteriorate. You pretty much deteriorate.
Yeah.
Is what it is. You get it's kind of like the bubonic plague. Yeah. There's these sores, these boils, the black ooze, which really wasn't real, but it was in Travis's nightmares. But like I felt like this was like a plague-esque type of infection. But that's the thing. Like we shouldn't focus on the infection because that's not what the movie is really about.
No,
it's a part of it, but the movie is about people.
Yeah,
and how they survive.
Because in the movie,
and my boy is fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi, dude. Come the fuck on.
Yeah. He looks
right. Like too, at first, I was like, I know this face. No,
you don't.
No, I don't. You're right. And I was like, shit, he's from fucking Star Wars.
And the thing is like the movie did two things that I hate in horror movies. One, you kill an animal.
Every time.
You kill a dog. Two,
everyone was sad.
And the thing is like this movie did it because in this movie it's important, but when other horror movies do it, it's fucking bullshit.
Well, I feel like that's when everything happened.
The fake.
I feel like that's when Travis.
The fake out dream sequences. In this movie, it means something.
Oh, yeah.
But when I was first watching, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? We're doing this? Like, I thought this movie was bigger than this. But actually, it plays a big part in the movie, the dream sequences. Like the scene where he fucks, what's her name?
Kim.
Oh, yeah.
Kim.
And
what was that about?
Into his
Dude,
mouth.
okay, so
I think it was him being hormonal because he's a teenager. What
were you going to say?
I feel like that was him. I feel like that was a nightmare. Like the fear of having these people who like he did not trust. He was like, my father is always so adamant about not trusting anybody, but here we are doing it anyway. So like he's confused about it. Mm-hmm. So then when it finally happens, he's having these nightmares of things that he feels because they make it feel real. Like like they don't do like like sometimes when there's dreams like it's a little foggy or like there's like you have inferences where you're like okay well like obviously this is a flashback or something like that. They didn't do that with this movie.
This movie was like you have to pick and choose what you think is a dream and what you think is real, and that leads me to the whole fucking like how the fuck did the red door open?
I think him looking for his dog was real.
I think that and exactly when we got in the car that night I was like I think Travis's dreams are some are dreams and some are not, and I think he sleepwalks because they brought up sleepwalking.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is like when you're, especially someone in that situation, that there's a lot of stress.
Yeah.
So with stress, you can start sleepwalking when you have stress. Yeah. I used to do it.
And so, I mean, everyone's like, well, how'd the gun end up on the ground? And it's just like, well, maybe he put the gun down and he went somewhere and he came back and found it. I mean, we don't know, but I honestly think that like that's who opened the door was Travis.
Yes.
That dog was the last connection to his grandfather.
Yeah.
That's why it hit him so hard.
But the thing is like there was a little fun, like with this movie coming out, there's a lot of like theories and shit like that, and they said they think that the water is contaminated. So they think like the dog went out and actually accidentally drank the water from the lake.
Yeah, I've read that theory, and that's why they had like the whole water treatment facility. But then I debunked that with my theory is that this is non-running water.
Yeah,
you have to boil water.
They were boiling.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why they would have that set up. They're not dumb. They're smart people. Like you're not just gonna go and scoop some water out of the river and just drink it. You need to boil it at a certain temperature to disinfect it from any bacteria or fungi that could be in there, and then you want to use it as you're drinking and washing water.
Yeah.
So I mean, could be that the infection's in the water. Could not be, but I just feel like that's a smart play. I mean, in Florida, we boil water here during hurricane season when the water goes out.
Yeah.
So I mean, like,
because we're a swamp.
Exactly. We're fucking going under.
But the thing is too is like, what was the dog barking at?
That I don't know. I mean, it could be a person.
Could have been.
Someone theorized it was another person. I want to hit on the fact that...
But the only thing we have is the noises.
The thing is like, we don't know what happens to the person. Do they just die? Now, do they come back? Because remember that when the dog runs away, we see Travis drawing on with the ash, black ash crown thing, and he's drawing figures. What were those figures?
Was that before? Was that before or after the quote unquote dream?
That was before.
Was it?
So this was
which dream?
When he went running after the dog.
Before.
It was before it.
Yeah.
So this is when he went running for the dog, and he saw something, or he heard something.
Because he stops dead in his tracks, and like you see
after that dream,
that's
when shit's getting happening in the movie.
Yeah. We don't know
because the barking.
He was definitely faced with something.
And that's what I love about this movie. And that's what I love about this new genre. We've talked about this before. Like, movie, and we emphasized it before we got into this. Like, I don't want movies to hold my hand. We're all pretty intellectual guys here.
Yeah.
And most people, but we all, give me the funny, like, where you hold my hand and it's just scene after scene.
And that's why we watched The Mummy.
Exactly.
There's a time and place for that.
Exactly. If this movie was like that, it would have flopped.
Yeah.
It would have been, everyone was like, this is bogus. We've seen this. But honestly, I've never seen this movie.
Yeah.
An aspect, it's an infection.
And
movie.
that's hard to say. This even movies like Split or It Comes at Night, we've seen movies like that.
It's a survival horror film.
Yeah.
Exactly. And just fucking filmed so good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
God damn it. Who was the cinematographer in that movie? Let me see. Because I need to know.
Did you look at the box office?
Yeah, Mummy's like 31 mil.
And what was It Comes at Night?
5.
See?
Idiots.
One shot I will point out in the movie is when they get ambushed in the woods and they end up crashing, and then the guy, pops off another shot through the window, and he's crouching down in the passenger seat, and then he goes underneath the truck. I like that shot to where you see the tree, but you don't see the shooter just yet, and then you see him creep out, and then he takes a shot. Like,
you can thank Drew Daniels for that. That's the cinematographer in this movie.
What a guy!
Yes, thank you, Drew.
He's actually the he did the for Trey's first movie, Krisha.
I need to see that.
Apparently, it was really good. And that's another thing. This movie has a fucking 87 on Rotten Tomatoes. 86, sorry, and it's a week after.
Oh no, critics love this movie. Now I didn't agree with what they said was like it's terrifying or horrifying. It's not a scary film at all.
It definitely makes you uncomfortable
and stressed.
Yeah, but it's not like horrifying. Like nothing really pops out and like except for his grandpa, like whatever. But like those are just the tropes.
Man, that black ooze.
Yeah,
that shit got my nipples hard.
Yeah, critics did love this movie, and I definitely did. And
I loved it.
Yeah, we all did here.
Look forward to this man's work. If anything he's coming out, put it this way.
Let me see what's rumored.
2 movies in, both high ass ratings.
Just the studio in general.
And A24, look out for A24. I mean, they got some good movies coming out. And I mean, I could talk about It Comes at Night probably for an entire episode. Like, I literally could probably talk an hour about this movie. But Like I said, I like how it captivates you. Sorry, and like it pulls you in. Like you want more. Like when the movie ended, I was pissed. I was like, no, I want to know.
Yeah,
but I understand. Right. I want to leave it
like
on.
And that first sudden moment at the end, you're just like, and you're like, like once you like start to think about it, you're like, oh, okay. Well, like I'm not that upset about it.
Yeah. No, because you're like, shit. If they would have went on, I would have been pissed off at the story plots and blah blah blah. You know what? Make it into a book. You know what? Honestly, like make
a comic book series.
No,
that's a trilogy.
I mean
right
a fucking novel.
It's a trilogy waiting to happen.
A novel. I'm not talking comics. I'm talking novel.
I want a comic.
No,
I want pictures.
Think about no, but think about but think about how much more in depth you could get if he was to turn this storyline, this plot into an actual book, and you can go into so much more background on character development, learning. You know, Will's a fucking teacher. Not Will. Paul's a teacher. He teaches like Roman history, which is really weird and cool.
There's so much more you can do that you
can't
do
so
with
much
modern
more.
media.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Good ass movie.
Yeah,
put it that way.
I'm so happy we saw this instead of The Mummy.
Yeah, if you saw The Mummy
on this instead of The Mummy.
Oh, god damn it! If you saw The Mummy, I'm sorry.
Are we going to go do an episode on that?
No. I'm not going to waste my breath. I'm going to wait till it comes on VOD, then I'll watch it. I'm not giving them my money.
Yeah, true.
Nope.
I like Brendan Fraser better than Tom Cruise.
Oh my god, thank you.
The Mummy ride
from what I heard, enough for me. From what I heard, Tom Cruise is supposed to be playing Van Helsing for the universe.
Please. No. How? How does that even work? If he is already in this fucking movie as this person, how can you pick him and put him in the same universe as a different character? That makes no fucking sense. Universal, please get your head back on.
Nah, dude,
they're claiming
we're dumb. We don't know any better.
Yeah.
They're also like, for some reason, keep defending their honor. Like, well, we're not like more. Like, we're the first ones to do the combined universe stuff.
What?
Like, I don't know why everyone's on our case about Marvel. Like, we're copying Marvel. It's like you kind of are. Universal started the whole combined universe stuff with Frankenstein meets Wolfman, whatever. But you're like that's the thing now. So it's like you're hopping on a train.
And I'm stoked that they're doing the Dark Universe. Like I'm glad. Like bring back those movies, but do them right. These are your fucking movies. These are your classic monsters. What built up your company.
Yeah.
Like fucking show respect to them. Don't give us some We don't want Universal. If you're listening, I'm calling you out. We don't want action-packed horror movies. It doesn't work. It's not good. I mean, Resident Evil, they suck, but it's Resident Evil.
Yeah, those movies are bad.
But those ideas, like action-y horror movies, is like back in like the early 2000s.
Yeah, that's not what we want.
We're over it.
Give me a fucking smart Bride of Frankenstein movie where I gotta fucking guess what's going on. I want blood. I want gore. I want dead. I want necromancing.
I want side boob.
George wants side boob.
Actually, no, I take that back. Under boob is hotter.
Yeah,
under boob.
I
want side with booty.
Well, there goes the feminist.
And man butt.
We're gonna get yelled at.
No, we're not.
Why?
Because I want man butt and I want female butt.
Okay, first of all, a tight man butt in every scene is great.
Exactly. True. Get the guy
play Tarzan. It's always a super close up too.
Mm-hmm.
Always
nice close up of a man's
butthole. Tushy.
Butthole.
Tushy.
Tushy. But anything anyone wants to add before we end this fucking thing?
Everyone go see it if you've listened to this far.
Yeah, if you listen this far, just go see it.
Go see it.
We don't get stoked on too many movies, so if we're stoked on a movie like this, it's a big deal.
Our next review is going to be on 47 Meters Down.
Oh dear God!
Are we going
Deep
to
Blue
see
Sea?
that?
Oh, we have to.
Deep Blue Sea.
Unless you want to do a Mummy episode.
No, we're not doing no fucking Mummy episode. But
that's
if that's it, I would like to personally thank George for joining us on the studio today.
Thank you, George.
It's very hot in the garage. Nice clap from the studio audience. Hey,
I really appreciate it, guys. Oh my god.
But as usual, guys, follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, and Twitter at Horror Junkies FL. You can also find all our shows at downrightcreepy.com and horrorjunkiespodcast.com.
Also, if you're gonna go see It Comes at Night, take pictures of the poster, send it to us, tell us your thoughts.
Yeah, exactly. Tell us what you thought of the movie.
We like to hear from you guys.
Yeah.
Also, don't sit next to 13-year-olds. It's a bad time.
Yeah.
Don't sit next to 13-year-olds in a movie. It's a bad time.
Rigo had the best reclining seats.
Yes.
Because it was a tray to put my shit on.
I said this was great. Seat.
Okay, so we're fat, and anytime you put a fucking tray where I can hold my beverage and popcorn, I'm fucking stoked.
I was so happy. I was like, good. I'm a fat fuck. I need this.
Exactly. I think that's it. As usual, guys, I'm Mike.
I'm Pat.
I'm Angel.
I'm Jorge.
Stay weird, everyone.
I don't know why I just had brain fart.
It's okay.
Stay weird.